We got a new train here. You want to see it? Now this is one pretty train. Welcome back, folks. Hope you're having a great week. Once in a while, we all experience the unexpected. Sounds a little dramatic. Maybe it is. This is the Lionel Hiawatha set from 2006. Yes, it's a 16-year-old train. And I bought this used from my good friends at Trainscom. It's Trains with a Z. I saw the listing, and here we are. The set arrived, and I was inspecting the boxes and quickly realized something. This set has never been opened. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. Let's take a look at this set for the first time together and see what we have. This is going to be fun. I hope it runs. I probably should have tested it before we did this. I'm afraid to open the box. It still has the tape on it. Factory sealed. Not anymore. What have I done? Am I going to regret this? I am definitely not going to regret this. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. If you're looking for trains like this one, check out Trains.com. Plenty of inventory to pick from, and be sure to use the code rbptrains at checkout for $10 off your next order of $50 or more. If you're looking for a link to the site, it's in the description of this video below. I actually bought this train as a Christmas gift for one of my daughters this year. We were looking at trains together, and she said, "Daddy, I want a train." And I was like, "Are you sure you want a train? Do you want a train just because I like trains?" And she's like, "No, there's a train I saw that I really want." And I'm like, "Well, which one do you want?" And she looks at me and says, "It looks like an orange creamsicle." So I pulled up a catalog from several years ago and started flipping through pictures. And I said, "Is it this? Is this the train?" And she's like, "Yes, that's it. The orange creamsicle train." So to the rest of us, this, of course, is the Twin Cities Hiawatha. To my daughter, it's the orange creamsicle. But I can't wait to see her face when she opens this on Christmas morning. Although I really hope she doesn't see this video between now and then. I don't think I thought this through. The model that you're seeing tonight is a model of the Hiawatha, which is also known as the Twin Cities Hiawatha, which was introduced by the Milwaukee Road in 1935. This is the first of a long succession of Hiawatha passenger trains, and this engine is perhaps the most iconic one in the fleet. The train was headed by this 442 Atlantic steam locomotive, which was produced by the American Locomotive Company, or ALCO. The Hiawatha was known for its smooth ride and high speed. The train was able to rocket down the line at over 100 miles per hour. The train ran between Chicago and the Twin Cities of Minnesota. The 442 steam engine that you see here would eventually be replaced by the Hudson type in later years. I do wonder how they kept this train clean. The thought of that just stresses me out. Let's dive in and look at some of the features of this Lionel model. We have this beautiful streamlined steam engine on point. This engine is Trainmaster Command Control equipped. This is right before the change from Lionel's Trainmaster Command Control to their legacy control system. So it features an older technology that was known as Rail Sounds 5, which of course was all the rage back in the day. Back in the day. 2006 is back in the day. Does that mean I'm becoming vintage? Behind the engine, we have the full suite of passenger cars that Lionel made for the set. We have the core pack of the 4 coaches, which includes this beaver tail observation car. We have the add-on 2-pack, and of course, the Station Sounds diner car. This really brings the train to life. Listen to this. Next to me on the track is our Station Sounds diner car. Let's listen to some of these sounds.
May I have your attention? The Hiawatha is now departing.
They bring the whole train to life.
All aboard! All aboard, folks! May I have your attention? The Hiawatha is now arriving.
All of the passenger cars that you see feature lighted and detailed interiors with little figurines. The exteriors of these coaches really make them stand out and pop right off the layout. You can see the amount of detail that Lionel put in these, including the color and even the ribbing detail down the sides of each one of the passenger cars. Back to the engine. Let's talk about sounds on this engine. As I said already, it features RailSounds 5 technology, which of course was cutting edge when the train was produced. This was one of Lionel's premium sets in their 2006 Volume 1 catalog. One of the cool things about RailSounds 5 during the time is that each engine that had this technology featured road-specific crew dialogue, which is something that you don't see in every Lionel engine now. You see it mainly in their Vision line or some of their premium sets.
Number 3, you may depart. Over. Appreciate it. Glad to have the green light. 3 out.
Now I know what you're thinking. RBP. Steam engines of that period did not have radios. I get you. And like we've said before, I don't make the sounds. I just push the buttons.
This is number 3. It is clear to the next junction. Over.
I still think it's cool. And at least the passenger car sounds a little bit more accurate. Right?
All aboard the Hiawatha.
The sounds in the early 2000s really gave train engines character because you couldn't pick between different whistles. Trains would ship with a specific whistle. It was really something special at the time. If you wanted a whistle that sounded like it belonged in the daylight, you had to have a daylight. If you wanted a whistle that sounded like it belonged in a Hiawatha, you had to have the Hiawatha. So just kind of a neat thing, and it really adds to the collectability of sets like this one. Let's hear it. Whistle. So a little different than some of the other whistles, and again, that's what I like, is the characteristics of this engine. This has 2 speakers in the tender. At the time, these were referred to as Fat Boy speakers, and you'll hear the fidelity of this engine is pretty good. Here's that super prototypical crew talk. Here we go.
Dispatch, Hiawatha number 3 here. I've got those cars ready. Am I clear to pull? Over. Number 3, you may depart. Over.
So again, let's give another toot toot. Got the bell. And we're off. Here we go.
Hi, folks. The dining car is now open for the first seating.
You hungry?
Ladies and gentlemen, the lounge car is open, serving drinks and snacks.
Get your snacks. Let's see this set in action. We're going to depart from the train station behind the Bailey Township and make our way to the north end of the layout, where I've been doing a ton of work on the town of Addison. Addison reimagined. You'll notice that I've done a lot to the roads. I've done a lot to the buildings. We've done way more sculpt-a-mold. So much sculpt-a-mold. I don't know if I'm ever going to want to see that stuff again after this project. But you'll see that there's been a ton of progress in this area. And of course, I've got some other sets on here. One that's very famous this time of the year, our scale Lionel Polar Express, because we're reining in the season with this first gift of Christmas that I bought for my daughter, which of course is this beautiful Hiawatha. And since tonight is all about the Milwaukee Road, we're also going to run this Weaver Hiawatha. This is a brass engine, and what's really neat about engines like these ones from Weaver is that you can get these for a great price. So enjoy these trains running around.
May I have your attention? The Hiawatha is now departing.
I had a great time running this train for you all tonight, and I really can't wait to see my daughter's face when she opens the set. I gotta go box it all back up and hide it again, and make sure she doesn't see this video. Let me know what's on your list this year. What trains are you looking for? Are you looking for modern trains, vintage trains? So many great things out there. I want to know what's on your list. As always, a huge thank you to all of my subscribers and everyone who's been supporting this channel. My name is Chris, and this is RBP Trains. We'll see you next time.